students, hope we are safe at home. Today we will be discussing a new chapter from economics since we have completed the chapter Nationalism in India during the previous classes. So this chapter from economics is development. Okay, this chapter will be discussed in the two sessions and this is the first session. In this session we'll be discussing what is development, what are the aspects of development, what are development goals and what is national development. So moving to the topic, first topic, what is development? The process in which someone or something grows, progresses and becomes more advanced is called as development. So students, often development is measured from past to present. You know how? The history of 14th century till 21st century, we can see various changes. How can we measure it? From past to present, who will help us? Development will be helping us. Okay, so what is development? The process in which someone or something grows, progresses and becomes more advanced is called as development. Okay, now the next topic is what are the aspects or what are the principles or what are the characteristics of aspects. Okay, so here we can see three important aspects. This is a very important question for your board exam. Okay, so the first point is that different people may have different developmental goals. It's very common. People are different. Okay, they may have different developmental goals. They may have different notions of what development means to them. Okay, for example, a person living in a rural area, a person living in an urban area, their perspective will be different. So what happened? Obviously, their development goal will be different. Okay, so moving to that second one is development for one may not be development for other. Yes, because if Raju is having or for him development is A, for Shyam the development A will be not same as Raju. Okay, so from person to person what happens? Development varies. Then comes the third and most important aspect, that is people tend to look at mix of goals for their development. Students, please notice the word mix of goals. Okay, so here it's very important, that is mix of goal is very important for development. A single person, a group of person never goes for single development. They might attack or they need to achieve mix of goals. So what happens? Mix of goal is most important aspect of development. Okay, so what are the aspects of development? Different people may have different developmental goals. Development for one may not be development for other. People tend to look at mixed goals for their development. Moving to the next topic, that is developmental goals. Here you can see 8 developmental goals. Okay, they are income, standard of living, satisfaction, equal treatment, freedom, security, ample of opportunities and respect. So we'll be discussing details about the developmental goals. Starting from income, you know that the most important or the most frequent question asked from this chapter is, rather than income, what are the other goals of development? So you have to answer that. Rather than income, the most important development goal is a good standard of living. Because why? If a person feels that he is developed, okay, then what happens? He is attained satisfaction or he has reached his development goal. Here comes the next, satisfaction. Okay, if he or she feels that he is satisfied what he is doing, then he have achieved the development goal. Next coming, the next point is equal treatment. So you know India is a developing country. Since now we have attained a lot of development, since we are facing one social evil is that we are not treating people as equal. Okay, so the point over here is equal treatment. Many castes and many sectors of our society is not treated equally. Okay, so what might be their development goal? It might be to get equal respect or equal treatment. So we can conclude that equal treatment can be also a developmental goal. Okay, so now next comes freedom. Now you will be thinking how freedom can be a developmental goal, isn't it? So for example, I'll be telling you an example. Okay, if there is a girl, okay, and she is not getting the freedom as her brother is getting, so what will be her developmental goal to get the freedom as our brother enjoys, isn't it? So now coming to security, security for females, security for job, it might be a development goals for few people. Okay, the next one is ample of opportunities for youngsters. You know, India is giving or the world is giving maximum opportunities. Okay, if they are achieving that opportunity, their developmental goal is satisfied over there. The last and most important is respect. Okay, now you will be thinking how this respect comes under a developmental goal. Okay, respect in society, respect in households, respect to the elders, all these comes under the developmental goals. Okay, now you understand what the development goals. The goals are income. Okay, if you have good income, what happens? You will be having a good standard of living. So if you have good standard of living, your dreams will be satisfied. You will be getting equal treatment. You will be having freedom. You will be having a security. You will be having a ample of opportunities. And finally, you will be attaining a respect in society. So got the link from 8 goals. Moving to the next topic, that is the first topic aspect of the development we have discussed earlier, that is development for one may not be development for other. So here you can see a picture of dam. Okay, so we know the dam is constructed for generation of electricity, for water purpose, many other purpose, but this construction of a dam will be benefited to those people like peoples living in the urban areas and the industrialists, but this might cause destruction to the people who are living in the forest areas, for example tribals. This will be not a development goal. It must be, it will be a, or it might be a destructional goal to whom? To the common or the tribal people. So understood. So moving to the second one, what was the second one? The development for one may not be the development for the other, isn't it? So moving to the third one, that is the third one that what we discussed is people tend to look at mixed goals of development, isn't it? For example, just imagine that you have got a job. Okay, you have to move far of kilometers. So before you accepting your job, you will be thinking a lot of things will be running in your mind, isn't it? Your family, many factors, your family, working atmosphere, opportunities, the food, everything. Okay, in another case, you're getting a job. Okay, that gives you what a job security, less payment will be there, but more may offer regular employment, enhance your sense of security. So what would you opt? That is, you're moving to a far off place or a place nearby your hometown and getting less payment, security of job. So what happens often, 80% of people will be choosing what? The job near to their place. Because why? Here they will be going for security. Security in the sense what? Mix of developmental goals. So what will be that goals? So they are living in their hometown itself, they are getting security in their job, they are getting minimum wages. Okay, and most often they are getting new opportunities. So what happens? All these are mix of goals of development. So people tend to look at what? Mixed goals of development. Understood? Okay, so moving to the next topic, that is uh, what is national development? Of course, this word is very familiar to us. What is national development? Development we studied. What is that? The process in which someone or something grows, progresses, and or changes or becomes as advanced is called as development. Okay, so what is national development? It refers to the ability of a country to improve the social welfare of the people. So what is the duty of the country? They would have only one duty, okay, but it should link different sectors of economy. That is, the ability to provide the facility to the common citizen of the country is the ability of the national development. Now we have to check what are the welfare or what are the social amenities. That is, good quality of education. Okay, when the country is providing good quality, the future generation will be getting quality educational professional will be emerging from that. Okay, the country will be developing. The next is potable water. So we know that the water is getting more polluted, so it is the duty of the people as well as government to protect the water and to give the common people have to take care of the water the pure drinking water should be protected. Okay, the third and fourth is very important and most commonly linked, that is transport and infrastructure. Without these two we cannot move forward. Okay, so transportation and infrastructure is most important. And the last is medicinal facilities, the most important. The country should give free and equal treatment to every person in the medicinal field. Okay, so here we comes at the topic. So children, what you have to do is you have to go through your textbook, you have to underline the important sentence what we have discussed in this chapter. You have to do the exercise. Since we meet in the next class, thank you.